Oh, God, she looks good, doesn't she?
What's her name?
Velma.
Velma.
Yeah, I've taken to naming them all.
I know.
Mm.
Well, first there were two of us and now there are three. Welcome, Velma, to the show.
And here we thought that Ben was going to be our third, but no, it's Velma.
It's Velma. Hi,
I second
Velma.
it.
Hi, Chloe.
Hello, Glenn.
Hello, everybody. It's a Wednesday night. You're up late with Glenn and Chloe. We're here to talk about movies and movie stuffs and play some games. And I'm about as look. I was trying to think of some kind of euphemism or some kind of smart way of saying I'm underprepared because I'm about as ready for this as, and then I couldn't think of anything. But suffice to say, you sent me a message saying let's go, and I'm like, oh, I forgot.
Well,
And
I mean,
so
I almost didn't have internet, so
yeah, well,
who knew how today was going to go?
it's the equivalent of your wife saying like, are you almost here? And you're like, yeah, I'm around the corner, and you're like, you get out of bed, and you're like, shit, fuck,
Got to go.
that's it.
I'm trying to like do my chair thing, but I can't. Oh, there we go. Got it. Oh, there we go.
That's always a great moment on camera. The old chair
It
de-escalation.
hasn't. It hasn't got the lever. It's got like a button thing. It's
It hasn't
fancy.
got a what?
It hasn't got the lever.
Ah,
What, the one that you push up and up and down.
mhm,
Now I've just got a lever. You know, the one that you just push.
mhm.
Hmm.
What do you want to talk about?
I was just thinking that maybe this has become a whole different
Yeah.
show. Whoa, whoa. Rewind.
Well, it is up late.
Let's rewind. Oh my goodness.
Brains are frazzled. Yep.
Your girl watched Hocus Pocus 2 today.
I was going to say, hey, we are the last episode before Halloween, so let's do a little bit of Halloween conversation. I was going to ask what you've watched, but I know now, so
You
I
do,
knew
you do.
I knew already. But
I got in there fast because I'm a woman. I'm organized. So I watched Halloween 2, and funnily enough, my 3-year-old came in asking me to change the channel early on in the movie, and I said no, and he sat down with his bickies and hummus and sat there and watched it with me. So it was
I mean
so nice.
that would be really bloody impressive if you had watched Halloween 2 with your son, but you just no, you slipped up. She watched Hocus Pocus 2, people.
Did I say Halloween?
Yeah.
Does that
I'm
sound
like,
like a
that's
Halloween movie?
impressive.
I don't think so.
How old is he? Jesus.
He's 3. I was just giving him ideas.
Hocus Pocus 2. Haven't caught it yet. Yeah, looking forward to it, but just time is precious at the moment. Was it good? No.
I loved the start of the movie. The
Yeah.
beginning of the movie was super fun. And if that had been sort of the whole premise of the entire sequel, I would have loved it. I thought it was
Yeah.
really good. So I don't know how much you know or how much people have watched, but it's a flashback to when the Sanderson sisters were young girls, young teenagers. I would have gladly watched a whole movie of them as teenagers. Those little girls were fantastic. They just embodied those characters really, really well. However, it went downhill pretty much from there. It wasn't anything to write home about, really.
Yeah,
It was
and
a fun
that
time, but
I find that's the problem with a lot of these sort of the Disney Plus movies. Like you've got your regular Disney Plus movies like Under Wraps and things like that in Halloween Town, which were they were made for the classic style of Halloween. Sorry, of now I'm doing it. The classic style of Disney Disney Channel. Before we had
yeah,
Disney Plus, it was Disney Channel, right? So you had a moderate to low expectation of the movies, which means you enjoyed them all the more. And now Disney Plus have come along with this kind of I guess there's an air of uh, theatrical to it. Like it kind of feels like it should be a real high standard of quality, but they're getting away with like some really mediocre stuff, like the Pinocchio they just put out and Lady and the Tramp and stuff like that. It's pitched to us like it's going to be something that you should see at the cinema, and it ends up being pretty second rate.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I think you're right.
I think we
Yeah,
just got to. No, I think we've got to just I guess, lower our expectations of Disney Plus, because I
Yeah.
think we probably have too high a standard. And something like Hocus Pocus is a legacy sequel, so it's living up to something very big.
Absolutely. And the thing is, not only do we kind of have high expectations, they build it up. They
Yeah.
really, really build it up, only to kind of let us down a little bit, which is kind of
Well,
frustrating.
do they build it up or do the fans build it up? Because I
Well, I
know
think
that,
there's just a build up. They promised us something and it's just under delivered.
yeah,
I really feel like so if yeah, like I said, if the writing had been better and they had to focus more on the actual Sanderson sisters, um, as a group like that, it would have been a really great movie. I think
maybe prequel in the works.
I would watch it.
Yeah,
I
cool.
would. I would. It was
I
yeah.
will still, I will still watch it. I'll get back to you when I do. And hey, that might be next Halloween. Who knows? I'm not in a hurry, and I tend to not watch Halloween themed films when it's not Halloween. Same with the Christmas stuff. You know, I kind of reserve it for that time of year, and if I miss the boat, then I wait till next year. What Halloween stuff have I watched? I did a little bit of a double feature during the week: Young Frankenstein and Dracula Dead and Loving It. So the two
Mhm.
Mel Brooks movies that he deliberately made as a companion piece, like even though they were separated by what 25 to 30 years or something like that, he um he made them to be sort of companions. And so Young Frankenstein, the classic everyone knows, but everyone hates on Dracula Dead and Loving It. Like they consider it like, his worst film, one of the worst of all time. And I was having this conversation with Ben. It holds up very well, and having watched them back to back, the humor is just level right across both movies. But as Ben suggested, and he agrees, but as he suggested, perhaps it's the fact that just audience expectations or audience senses of humor have shifted over the years. So
Oh,
Mel Brooks,
absolutely.
Mel Brooks, telling the same comedy and the same kind of story is funny on that timeline. But if you separate it, by the generations, then you know, that's where it goes wrong.
And I mean, Mel Brooks is a funny one anyway. It's a funny one anyway because you either love him or you're offended by him. So I mean, I mean
Yeah,
that's
but
a tricky line to
it's
cross
only,
sometimes.
but that I know what you're saying, but I don't kind of buy into that because it's really only the current young generation that are offended by him. All the
Oh,
generations before
100%.
him, and nothing was ever offensive about what he did because it was always a satire of the things that are offensive.
For sure. But I mean, you could look at anything these days and the young people
That's
will
the
take
problem.
offense
That's the
to it.
problem. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, the thing is, like, so his famous thing was because he is a famous American Jew, he used to always take the piss out of the Nazis. And his whole shtick was if you make fun of those things that are abhorrent and those tyrants, it's the ultimate insult to them, right? Like, so
Mhm.
if you reduce Hitler down to like a pansy that's, doing ballet, in and of its time, that was an insult and that was hilarious, right? It's just that,
Right.
yeah, we've shifted. Anyway, I watched those two movies and I had the best time watching those. I just love them.
That's good. I'm glad. It's makes you happy and it fits within theme.
I also saw Barbarian.
I'm so at a line where I want to watch it so badly, and I know that I could never watch it without traumatizing myself.
Well, yes. So it's a scary movie. It is a scary movie, but
And coming from you, I believe that.
it's also incredibly fun. Like it is so fun. Yet I think a lot of the fun lies within the genre. So like if you're not a horror person, you're not going to have the fun that us horror people are going to have, right? Because
Right.
it's deliberately pulling at those tropes that we love so much. And and the shame for you is that Justin Long's best movies are the horror ones.
I know. Yes, I know. Well, no, hang on. No, not his best movies. He is very, very good in those, I will admit. And I mean, this is in talks of being one of the best movies of the year as well. So I'm, it's frustrating. I want to watch it. I do. I want to
Yeah.
watch it.
But that's not to diminish him as an actor, because Ben and I we did a reaction video to Barbarian, which was last night on, might have been Monday night on YouTube and Facebook, and we were talking about how you know he is great across the genres. Like he spread his wings and just fly whichever direction he goes, right? But his best performances are arguably horror. Like he is just so good in horror movies because obviously he loves them. And in Barbarian, he's particularly good because they make him endearing and yet he is a repulsive character. So Uh,
Really?
yeah, like
Oh, I love to
he's
see
not
the
a
fashion.
character. He's not a character you are supposed to like, particularly in today's day and age, and yet you just do. Like,
That's the magic of J-Lo, baby. That's
but I
the
mean, but
magic of him. He
and the
makes you
magic,
feel things.
but the magic of the writing in this is that they've made a deplorable character likable. He doesn't actually really have any redeeming qualities. Like he shouldn't be likable, and so I love that they've suckered the audience into liking this guy without any reason to.
Yeah,
Like it's
that's
great,
good
you know.
writing. That's good
Yeah, so
writing. That's good casting. That's just good.
I think you should bring yourself to watch it. I know you don't do horror, but and when you do, you kind of do it in the light of day at home, you know, with the curtains open. So yeah, I mean, if you do that, just make sure the sun is not reflecting too much on the screen because it is a movie that's pretty much all in the dark.
Yeah, well, I just saw that it hits Disney Plus in like a couple of days.
Yeah,
Um,
give it a shot. Give it a shot.
yeah, I think I'm going to have to. However, I can't watch it during the day because my children are awake and around. So it's going to have to be a nighttime thing, I think. So when we record and my eyes are black because I haven't slept in days, um, hopefully it'll be worth it for me.
If you need to do a private watch party, I'm happy to watch this at the same time online with you and like, you know, get
I'll be
people
making
involved.
someone watch it with me. I don't know who it's going to be, but someone's going to be there.
Well, I think ultimately you'll probably enjoy it. So there's that. What else have we got? Did you see that there is a sequel to Twister coming?
Yeah, and apparently they're going to try and get Helen Hunt in it as well.
Don't care for that.
Oh, okay. She was
Not
in
a
the
fan.
original. She's going to be in the sequel.
One of the she doesn't have to be. I mean, Bill Paxton's not going to be in it.
No, didn't he die in it?
He died in real life.
Oh my God, did he?
Like what, 7 years ago? Wow, there's a fucking revelation. A bit behind the time.
Know that?
Yeah, he died of
Oh,
he died in he was having I think open heart surgery and died, and that was maybe even 10 years ago. It was a while ago.
oh no.
Let's have a look. Let's
He was
quickly.
charming. He had it.
You
He
keep
had
talking
a
and I'll bring it up.
beautiful charm about him. Like,
I might be overstretching how long ago it was. Let's have a look here. So he died in 2017.
wow, I didn't know that. Poor Bill. Well, yeah, no, he definitely won't be in the sequel then.
But at the same time, weren't you wondering where he's been?
Well, no, not really, because actors drop off the radar all the time. So I mean, I have no
Yeah.
reason. No reason. But yes, that should be good because I was actually just talking about Twister the other day with Hubby that I get my inklings to watch certain movies and Twister's been
Yeah.
one of them lately. So that's gonna be on the rewatch list soon.
I find Twister such a perplexing movie because I agree it's a movie at the time that was so heavily ridiculed, and it's not a great film when you watch it. It's so silly, but it's so good to watch. It's so fun.
It is. It's so fun. I love it when the cows get sucked up into the Twister. It's one of my favorite parts. And I can't remember who it was. They hide under a bridge. It stopped my heart when I was a kid. Like, oh my God, they're going to get sucked up. Made me feel things. I loved it.
Yeah, and it's just a shame. Like Helen Hunt is the only thing that really drags that film down for me. Like I just don't like it that much. But
God.
yeah. Well, I mean, we all have our actors that we don't like, and that's another one of mine. What else? Did you see the trailer for Creed 3?
No.
This looks good.
Good.
It does. I don't have much to say about it other than it.
That Michael B. Jordan.
Yep, and he's directing this one.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it, which is like that's the trajectory of Rocky, right? So Sylvester Stallone starred in the original Rocky and then directed a bunch of the sequels.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So this is kind of the same thing. Like, you know, Michael B. Jordan's, you know, Creed.
He's the new
and
Sly.
he's directing a few, and I don't believe Sly is in this one, and if he is, it'll be a very small sort of cameo. But the story looks great. It looks like the movie in general just looks like a total flashback to the 80s. It looks like a very muscly, sweaty kind of action movie, but with a good, decent anchoring in drama. So
I think I'm going to have to go back and watch the first one because, they do sound sort of right up my alley. So
yeah, they're great because because they're sweaty and muscly.
Well, I'm not gonna say no.
but just like the Rocky movies, like I know in my film circles people don't ridicule such things, but in general, I know there's a lot of people that sort of diss the Rocky franchise, brainless and just all brawn.
Oh my
But they are
gosh.
so
Shut
dramatic. They
up,
have
people.
they have such a strong core of drama, that every single one of them's anchored in. So even in the lesser ones, they've got something. And this one, Creed 3, exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Very good. I'll tell you what trailer I did watch. I did watch the trailer for All Quiet on the Western Front.
Ah,
And
yes.
you know me. I love me a war epic. I do. It suckers me in. This looks fucking phenomenal.
This
And
is a TV series, isn't it?
oh, I don't know if it's a TV series. It is a
I
TV
think so.
series. Ugh, even better. We're going up Pacific and Band of Brothers way. I love that. But I'm pretty sure like it's all in German. It's all in German. It's all in a foreign language as well. So I
It's in
relish. I
both.
have subtitles with anything that
Okay.
I watch. So
No, it is a film. It's in both German and English. Have you seen the original, All Quiet on the Western Front?
no, I haven't. I haven't seen the
Okay.
original. I haven't read the book either. So
Okay. Well,
this will be
that's
all new to me.
probably better that way. Just go into it fresh. So, yeah, it's on Netflix October 28th, which is
Soon.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
What date
Saturday.
is this? Which is this coming Saturday, yeah.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
we
that's
go.
going to be a good week. Oh, well, sorry. I think Barbarian's going to have to wait because it's going to be.
Oh
This is
no, come on. Come on. Whilst it's still Halloween, you should factor in that. Anyway. Anyhow, it's time to play some games. We're at least at the
Oh,
halfway
peer
mark.
pressure. Peer pressure.
There's no peer pressure here.
Yay,
Not like
fun
that.
games. All right. So I have a few different games today. I don't have any trivia or true or false trivia this week.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise. I've got some movie opposites. I've got some would you rathers, and I've got some of those whisper titles.
Okay, you've audio dropped out then. What was that last one?
Whisper titles. Whisper titles. Whisper.
Okay. Isn't it ironic when your audio drops out right at that particular one?
Well, that's how I live my life.
I don't think it's not your audio. I think your internet's having a bit of a struggle at the moment. Okay.
Yes, we are getting some bad floods and rain and torrentials over this side. So,
well, what I've got some true or false. I've got some would you rather. I've got lots of trivia, and a little bit of other stuff scattered. So, you want to go first? You pick what you want to do, and we'll do that.
I'm going to give you some would you rathers.
Okay, I like those.
I'm quite happy with these ones today.
And then I'll give you some of those as well.
All right, awesome.
Do you want to go one at a time, or do you want to go just all of yours at once?
Yeah, let's go one at a time. That'll be fun.
You go first.
Let's do that. Okay. So you have to pick. You're the poster boy, and you're super, super, super duper famous for this. And you have to star in either High School Musical or Twilight. What's it going to be, Glenn?
Twilight.
Really?
Hands down, I love the first Twilight. I hate all the sequels, but I love the first one. I thought that was fantastic. I do kind of like High School Musical for what it is. I was obviously the wrong gen for it, but I appreciated it. It was you know High School Musical was originally Grease 3, yeah?
No, really?
Yep.
Having some technical difficulties here, guys. Sorry. No, I didn't know that. Tell me more. Yeah. Tell me more.
You just made a TikTok reel.
That's a really good choice. That's a really, really, really good choice. That's the same choice I would make.
Well, firstly, yeah, no, it was adapted from an original Grease 3 script, and they just decided that it'd probably be better off to modify it for the new generation of kids because they probably would not have really appreciated a Grease story. So yeah, it just got updated. But Twilight, the first Twilight, really enjoyed that. I kind of likened it to a very John Hughes like aesthetic. I really felt like it was John Hughes dipping his toes into teen horror, even though it wasn't John Hughes, obviously. But that's where my brain went with it because it felt like a high school movie.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that you.
And I mean, and I have seen all of the sequels at least twice each, simply because I'm in a house with two girls. I don't hate them with a passion, but I don't care for them. The original I can watch at any given time, but the sequels, no, I'm done with those.
That soundtrack was another soundtrack that was on repeat in my house as well. I love
Different story.
that soundtrack.
Different story entirely. All of the Twilight soundtracks are amazing, and I've got them. It's got Death Cab for Cutie on there. It's got some amazing
I
songs.
don't
And
have any of the sequel soundtracks, but I do have the original, and that was
I
on
think
repeat.
New Moon's probably the best one, but yeah, they're great. Your microphone is loving you tonight.
She's gonna get it. Anyway, your turn.
Okie doke. So, would you rather eat a street kebab with Rupert Grint or eat a fried Cambodian tarantula with Justin Long?
You are so good at these. You are so good at these. So a street kebab. It's not made out of dog meat or anything like.
No, it's a kebab, like a kebab coming out of town. You've been like you've had a night on the town. You go to a kebab van, and Rupert Grint is there, and he's up for a chat. So you have a kebab. You got Rupert Grint. You can talk, and then flip that. You're in Cambodia. Their street food is fried tarantulas. You got Justin Long there. Same scenario. Happy to chat, but you're eating a tarantula.
Am I on holiday with Justin Long, or I've just seen Justin Long?
This is you're encountering them. You're both scenarios. Okay. You're encountering them.
Okay. They're both amazing humans, so I don't.
And just remember that they deep fry their tarantulas and they season the shit out of them.
Yeah, and like I'm like so arachnophobic. It's not even funny.
I am aware of that.
I know you are. You prick.
In fact, I know you're so arachnophobic that I just today put these little posters here, and I was going to put an arachnophobia one right there.
And but I saw you put Roadhouse, and I love me some Swayze, so thank you for that.
Yeah, that's all right. But that was going to be the image of the spider. So,
well, thank you. Look, I'm gonna pick Justin Long. I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna go somewhere new, Cambodia. I'm gonna try something new, Angela. And I'm gonna meet someone new, J-Lo, who's my idol. So
that's it. So you're being adventurous. That's the correct answer too, by the way.
Yeah, I don't like it, but that's what I'm gonna pick.
You'll love it.
I don't like this fucking mic either.
This is hilarious. You just need your husband out of frame holding it.
Yeah, he wouldn't be out of frame. He would be trying to be in frame. A little attention seeker. Okay. I have got, this is part of the would you rather, but it's just a little subsection of it. I've got a fuck, marry, kill.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right.
This could get me in trouble.
Why?
Well, because in today's world, you can't sort of want to kill anybody.
Yes.
But anyway, go for it.
You can want to. It doesn't mean you will. All right. Fuck, marry, kill. Carrie Fisher, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Mila Kunis.
What era, Carrie Fisher?
Star Wars era. Gold Carrie bikini Fisher? Being kidnapped by.
Mine's made up. Fuck her.
Yep.
Marry Mila Kunis?
Right answer.
And she's glue. She's glue.
Glue? No, not Sarah Jessica Parker. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh, did I mishear you? Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Buffy,
let's wind that back.
Sorry.
Okay, well then
she is the Slayer, and it would be appreciated.
Yeah, no, I would marry her, and then yeah. Sorry, Miller.
Oh my gosh, I like it.
I love that you picked up on the glue joke, though.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to. I wanted to let it go, but I couldn't.
Far out.
Oh gosh. All right, your turn.
All right. Okie dokie. Would you rather dinner with Tom Felton or dinner with James and Oliver Phelps? Who are, of course, to the people listening, they're the Weasley twins, the older brothers.
Yeah.
And Tom Felton is Malfoy.
I mean, I follow Tom Felton on Instagram, and he seems like a good time. So I think I'm going to go with Tom Felton. And I think he's very misunderstood because he is Malfoy, but he's not Malfoy. So I'm going to go with Tom Felton, I think.
Not a bad answer. He is fantastic in a not new, but last year's Halloween movie, Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting.
Cool.
And it's a family friendly Halloween horror film. It's very, very G to PG. Your kids would love it, and he is the bad guy in it, and he's great.
I love him as a bad guy. He does it well.
He's a bad wizard with long rock and roll hair. He looks a bit like Tom Cruise from that Rock of Ages.
Oh, I can get behind that. Nice.
Yeah, it's great.
Nice.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
Awesome. Good one. All right. I've got another little subsection. We're going to do this again. College movie edition. College movie edition. You're going to pick your friendship group.
I've got to pick my friendship group, as in, like, how many do I have to pick? Okay, you lay out the rules and I'll just follow.
Remember how I made you choose your movie family?
Vaguely.
Well, now you got to choose your college friendship group, okay? So, first up, this is your BFF. This is your ride or die. This is the glue to your side. We're going on a theme here. Justin Long or Jonah Hill?
Justin Long.
Right answer. All right. Who's the lovable goofball of your friendship group? Is it Adam Devine or is it John Hader? Hader. Napoleon.
They both annoy me a little bit each. John Hader.
Yep. Okay, good. Who's the jock? Have we got Donald Faison or Ryan Gosling?
I don't have to like him, so he can be the friend that I'm not that fussed on. So Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, all right. And who's the super smart nerd? You've got Gaten Matarazzo, Dusty from Stranger Things for other people, or Michael Cera?
Dusty.
Yep. And who's the token girl of the friendship group who, in the end, you realise you have a crush on her? Is it Karen Gillan or Emma Stone?
Who's Karen Gillan again?
Nebula. She's the chick from Jumanji.
Her.
With the red hair. Super stunning Scottish girl.
Yep, her.
Yeah, cool. Cool. That sounds like a fun group. I'd hang.
Excellent. I kind of feel like you tailored those questions like you would hang out regardless.
Yeah, I probably would.
Are you looking for friends?
Oh, goodness me. All right.
All right, I'll do one more, and then we'll have to really speed through the next bit quickly because we're almost out of time.
All right.
What have we got? I've got a couple to choose from. Okay, a simple one. Would you rather Willy Wonka or Annie?
Say that again. Willy Wonka or
Annie?
Like just in general?
Yeah. Pick one.
Which Annie?
Any of the above, like whichever adaptation. It's all the same shit.
Same with Willy Wonka?
Well, yeah, but there's only one Willy Wonka, isn't there? The other one's Charlie, Chocolate Factory.
True. I would probably go Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Correct answer. There was only ever one answer.
No, I love Annie and I was going to choose it. However, if I'm thinking of watching it on repeat, the one I would watch on repeat is the sort of the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s one.
Hang on, we're talking Annie?
Yeah. With Kathy Bates.
That's fine. I thought you were about to say, like, you know, the later Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No. If I was going to choose an Annie, it was going to be the Kathy Bates one.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah. However, thinking about watching that on repeat got me a little bit bored just in my brain, so I've gone to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah,
my music mother would be devastated.
The music in Willy Wonka is a lot more just romantic in general, like as in nostalgic romance, you know, like it's just whimsical and fun and yeah. Whereas Annie's just irritating and like makes you want to kill.
Last time I'll come out tomorrow. It's going to be stuck in your head now.
All right, what else we got before we wrap up? We've got about a minute or two. If we go over it, don't matter none.
Do you want to do a couple of movie opposites?
Yeah, we'll end on that. I haven't got any, but you can go for it.
All right, cool. I'm going to see how many you get.
Unless I have one or two. I've got two. Okay.
Do you? Okay. I don't know. I can't remember if we've done any of these because it's been so long since we've done them. So I'm going to just go through them, okay? All right. Calm cow.
You dropped out with that first word.
Calm cow.
Calm cow.
Mm-hmm.
Calm cow. So calm would be angry. Raging bull.
Yes, good job.
Right. Fucking
Good
hell.
job.
Okay. Yeah. It takes a while to get back into this.
It does, doesn't it? Makes you think.
Yeah.
Tame East.
Tame East. West would be the last word. Wild Wild West. Fucking hell. Jesus.
Yeah, good job. What about chocolate ground?
Chocolate ground.
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla Sky.
Yes. I saw that one and it took me so long to get that. So you did really good. All right, last one.
That was good. Yeah.
You hate me, woman.
You hate me, woman.
Mm.
I love you, man.
Yes. It took you no time at all to fall back into that. That's brilliant.
Oh, you know when time slows down in your mind, you say it took me no time at all. I'm thinking, Jesus, I'm straggling.
4 hours later.
I got 2 for you.
Go for it.
Knights of Lightning.
Thunder. Days of Thunder.
Yeah, see? You're as fast as Tom Cruise on this one. What about Dependent Night?
Undependent Day.
I love that that's where your brain went. Undependent Day.
Is it independent?
Undependent?
Embarrassing how long that took. Ooh, that's funny. I haven't laughed that long in a while.
I think last time we did something like this, you made up words then too.
Maybe I've found my new niche.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Hey, would you like one true or false before we wrap it up, just to end on?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's have a look here. There's a third Ewoks movie called Ewoks Escape from Endor. True or false?
Oh, I'm going to have to say true. With some of the shit that's out there, that's got to be true.
No, it's completely false.
Oh, well, all right then.
Way to bring the show down, Chloe.
You sounded so convincing.
That's the point. Oh, let's do it again next week. Hey, notice how we didn't do any lip syncing or lip reading this.
Oh, well,
this
I've
week.
got plenty for next time.
Oh God, we need to figure out how to mute microphones for that one.
Yeah, gonna have to.
Yeah. Oh jeez. All right. Yuck.
Sorry,
All right. I'll see you next
go
week.
on.
See ya.